Hello everyone, welcome back to Fox Family Farm. This is Bill. I'm your host, glad to have you aboard. Today we're going to be working on some wood that's down in the trees here by the pond. Get some firewood out of that, and my brother-in-law Jay is here to help with that. And we'll get started on some things here. And it was too windy to take a tree down that we had to today, but we'll be back with that too, probably tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and love to have you folks subscribe and hit like if you're enjoying these videos so we can keep it going for you. And welcome. Getting the saws ready here, and this is the tree we have down. This came down in one of the many storms that we've had this year. Looks like it's an oak, but there's good solid wood all the way out here for a ways, and you can see where it came down from. Sharing property with what we think is an ash beside it. That's the same spot. So we're gonna get started with this in a few minutes as soon as the saws are ready. We're gonna measure for 16 inches for our wood stove. Now we won't have to measure it while it's being cut off. We've got a chain on it. We're trying to break it apart here now. Maybe pull it out some. Go. Looks like we're going to dig a little trench going, but it is moving. Logging without a logging truck. Now we're ready for the next section. About 10-foot logs we're pulling up to a better working spot. I think we're going to take out a couple small trees this time. Yep. Now we're going to hit the other log.
You want to try rolling it and see if...
There's another tree down right across this one. It looks like it's still alive, barely. So we can cut that up too and use that. This is what all the storms in Maine are causing us. Wow, the tree that was laying across the other one is now pulled out. There's more small branches for me to cut. There goes some more of it. It's handy pulling it out where it's easier to work on it. Still have some more here to get. Quite a mess in this zone. Jay has a pulley system hooked up here to try to pull this last remaining piece over this direction and not run right through all the small trees we don't want to knock down at this point. So we'll see how this works. Looks like he's just moving the truck at this moment to get it set up in a better spot. The wind has been blowing really hard today, but in here in the corner of the woods you can't tell so much. You just hear it, but you don't feel it. Says we're getting gusts up to 40 miles an hour today. I see some hemlock growing here. I like that. Hemlock is a good softwood tree. It's very beautiful and makes good lumber out of it. It's good to have it here growing by our pond, which is right down to the bottom empty this year. It's been quite dry. All right, Jay says we're ready to pull. All right, here we go. Looks like it's working. All right, we're gonna pull it a little farther, maybe 10 feet or so we can turn the corner better since it's still 20 feet long or so or more. Maybe 25 feet long. Looks like he's going to shorten the line to the truck so it's not as much rope on it, maybe.
You gonna tell me when to stop?
Yeah. All right, so we're going to use just a rope this time. We took the chain off and we're going to pull over to about 4 feet within the ash tree we're pulleying with. Here we go. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to lift it up over. Oh no, it's climbing up over the logs. Or not. It's bound to catch on that big log, but it's all right. We can work it here. It's good. And April says it's lunchtime, so we'll come back to this after lunch. We have all the wood cut into chunks now. We're gonna load it on the truck, take it back up to the house. And we have a lift kit, a thing on the back of the truck we can use to lift up the heavier things. So we're gonna try that here as he gets positioned to do it. Some of them look a little heavy. All right, I'm here with my brother-in-law Jay, and so what is this called now?
It is a receiver hitch crane. Spitzlift.
Spitzlift.
The brand.
Okay.
It's used quite a bit in like commercial stuff and military applications, actually. For I don't know, anything from lifting generators and snow. I don't know. I've lifted snow blowers with it, rocks with it, logs. Much bigger logs than this.
So we decided our rocks were too big for it, though. Is that right?
Yeah.
Looks like they might have been 800 pounds or more, we're thinking. So we gave up on that idea for the rocks, but I guess you could call them boulders. But we'll try it out on some of these bigger pieces of wood here.
One with the DC motor. They have them where it's a manual. I think they might even make it with an AC if you're using it in a building.
Okay. And you can plug this directly into the truck?
Yeah, I actually wired up this plug for this purpose.
Does that run up the battery then?
Yeah.
Do you have to start the truck to do that, or is it
No.
safe to run without that?
Yeah, you just don't want to run it for hours and hours. And
It's a minimal drain then?
Yeah. I mean, plus this is a diesel, so it's got two batteries, so it's got plenty of power.
Alright.
I was originally going to get the one that's the manual crank, and then I thought about it and said, yeah, then I can't be here guiding it. And yeah, this is when I have a lot to do. I'm really glad I got the powered one.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually have a log grapple that I normally use when I'm doing logs like this, but I didn't expect to be doing logs like this here.
This was an unexpected part of this visit, huh?
Yep.
We were going to take a tree down, but with 40-mile-an-hour winds, we decided to work on the ground instead. We lifted 3 of them, but 4 of them. But there's considerably more here, so thought we'd save our backs a little bit of work and demonstrate this cool lift that Jay brought.
So this is for like a bucket loader.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how much I'm really going to use it, but then once I actually have it and I start using it, I'm like, oh man, this thing's so useful. I use this a lot.
Right. So more than you thought you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that looks way easier. Cool.
I use this for unloading garbage cans of chicken feed.
Yeah. I carry a lot of animal feed around. But these look like they weigh more than the animal feed does.
Like a garbage can, what is it, 30-gallon garbage can or something.
So
that's,
you have 2.5 bags in or
something. A little
something?
over 200 pounds of
Yeah.
feed when it's loaded up.
Yeah. Well, that's the Spitzlift in action here at Fox Farm. Thanks for watching. That'll probably do it for today. We'll get the rest of this loaded up and take it back to the yard way up by the house there. And then tomorrow, I guess we'll be working on the tree that we got to take down. But thanks for watching. This is Bill from Fox Family Farm.